Well, hello my darlings, and thank you for joining me today for a fashion video. We are experiencing a heat wave here in the UK, which you may be able to tell from the glow. So today I wanted to do my first ever collection video for a brand that is so very heat wave appropriate, and it is Zimmermann. Zimmermann for me is like the ultimate summer beachy vibes, heat wave vibes. It's so hot I can barely even get my words out. Zimmermann is an Australian brand. It is a brand that I have lusted over their designs for many years. I probably purchased my first Zimmermann piece about 4 or 5 years ago, and since then my collection has grown and grown and grown, from dresses to accessories. I'm going to show you everything in my Zimmermann collection in today's video. I absolutely love watching people's collection videos. I watch people's Chanel handbag videos, their design and shoe videos, their Hermes collection videos. I do not have enough of a certain designer brand like that to do a collection on designer bags, for example, but something that I do have a lot of are Zimmermann pieces. There's something about the brand and the styles in particular that really, in my opinion, transcend time. So even my oldest Zimmermann pieces, you probably will recognize from vlogs because I still wear them on a day-to-day basis. And that gives me confidence when I invest in them, because the pieces that I choose are not too out there. They're very true to my personal style. They are the kind of pieces that I believe that I will continue to get wear from year after year after year. There are maybe one or two that I am a little bit, I don't want to say regretful, but are probably not quite as strong purchase pieces, but I'll let you know why throughout this video as well. So some of the newer pieces will still be available, but some of the pieces which are maybe a year or so old may not be available. So what I will do is link everything that I can in the description box down below, but if something is a year or so old, I will try to find the most similar version that's available right now, and I will also scour the web, places like the Outnet, for example, to see if I can find that exact version that might even be on sale. In fact, this dress that I'm wearing right now, it is one of my favorite Zimmermann dresses, and most definitely one of my most worn because of the beautiful material. I feel like this style works for so many different occasions. This is actually on sale on the Outnet right now, so I'll leave this and everything else linked in the description box down below. As always, darlings, if you're new here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button if you'd like to join me for more fashion videos, and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy this kind of video, so I know to make more videos like this if it is something that you enjoy. So yes, we're starting off with, this is the Carnaby dress. It is something that it is a design that I invested in last summer. It was my first more casual dress that I invested in from Zimmermann, and at first it was a little bit of a sting paying that elevated price point for something that was a bit more casual. And I say casual, it's still a midi length dress, but boy oh boy do I wear this dress so much, because I just feel so lovely when I wear it. The design details that I love about Zimmermann are all here. A really beautiful neckline. I do love a square neckline. I love a bow on the shoulder. I love feminine design details, and a floral fabric is just the icing on the cake. I like to style this with a basket bag. I'll often wear a lovely straw hat with this. I can wear it with flats, but I personally prefer to wear with something like my castagna wedges. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I wear this dress so often. We are coming up to peak summer now, so it's going to be on rotation on a weekly basis in my wardrobe again. Up next is potentially a dress that only my OG subscribers and followers will remember. I'm pretty sure this featured in a vlog maybe 4 or 5 years ago. This was in fact my first ever Zimmermann purchase, and it is actually a playsuit, not a dress, and it is in this beautiful, incredibly lightweight silk georgette material. And I feel like this material is what Zimmermann used to be really well known for. So many of their designs were in this georgette material, and I was very conscious I wanted to get a lot of price per wear, so of course I chose a neutral color, because that way I felt that it would again transcend time, transcend the seasons. And this dress will always remind me of the first place that I wore it, which was on the Amalfi Coast in Sorrento in Italy. It was one of the first press trips that Charlie and I went on, where we were just kind of sent to a country by ourselves and told to get on with stuff. We had an itinerary, it was with a fragrance brand, we had a lovely time, our hotel was absolutely gorgeous, and this dress will always remind me of that because definitely got an Instagram shot in this dress at that hotel, and it was the first place that I wore it. I remember my accessories as well. I wore Valentino rock studs and my Chloe Nile bracelet bag. This bag was a fantastic investment, or is a fantastic investment. It is one of my oldest designer handbags. I love that you can be hands-free with this, and a metallic color just seems to go with absolutely every single thing in your wardrobe. And because the colors of this dress are a little bit more neutral, it tends to work for a slightly more autumnal vibe as well. So I can see why the Aussies, if they live in a very warm part of Australia, can wear something really lovely and lightweight during the autumn months. And our trip to Italy was in September, so I wanted to get those slightly more warm colours on my Instagram feed, so this was absolutely perfect for that. I've not worn it that much lately, but now that I'm trying these things on and reminding myself how much I love them, that will most probably change. This next one is one of the only, if not the only, Zimmermann dress that I regret. You probably won't have seen me wearing this. I'm not sure if it has ever been featured online, aside from maybe the haul when I first purchased this. So I remember I purchased this from Selfridges a little while ago, again probably 4 or 5 years ago, and let me tell you, it is a very hard dress to get on and off. You have to put it over your head, but as you'll be able to see from the try on clips, it does have a kind of bodice feature. So even when you're putting it on over your head, it is tight. If you've got any makeup on, it's gonna get on the dress. As soon as I tried it on, I knew that it wasn't quite right for me. I'm not a huge fan of corset detail in this area. I know now it's obviously very Bridgerton-esque inspired to have corset detail up on the bodice, but around the waist, I don't know, and the skirt is a little bit frou-frou, a little bit tutu-y for me, so I decided to send it back. However, Selfridges would not accept my request because there was a tiny little bit of makeup on it when I tried to return it. Now, this was very upsetting to me because I only tried it on in my living room or my bedroom at the time, and it was a lot of money. I think this dress was around like £500 or £700. So it was a big investment, but I was looking for the perfect white summer dress. Yes, it's a lovely dress. I can totally admire and appreciate the design details. The fabric is everything that I love, beautiful white floral broderie anglais. But I have to say, now that I suffer from bloating more than I ever have done before in my life, I would just not be comfortable wearing this dress out and about. So maybe it's time that I sold it, but is it worth selling it when it doesn't take up that much space in my wardrobe? I probably should sell it. If anyone would like to buy it, let me know. In fact, I'll leave a kind of sign-up box down below because I do have a private place online where I do sell some of my pieces from my wardrobe. So I'll leave the sign-up place for that in the description box down below. Bloomin' heck, I remembered how hard that dress was to get on, but taking it off was a different story. I thought I was gonna have to be surgically removed from that dress, but it's off. Thank goodness, and now into something a lot more comfortable. This is one of my favorite jumpsuits from Zimmermann. I actually wore this the night that Charlie and I got engaged in the Maldives. I have taken this to the Maldives with me quite a few times. It is perfect for that kind of evening. I love something that is strapless, especially if I have been working on my suntan. This is a real iconic Zimmermann print. I'm pretty sure they have dresses, strapless dresses, little spaghetti strap dresses, shorts in this kind of material, and it is that lightweight linen material. So if you are going to take it when you're traveling, pack yourself a steamer because it really doesn't look great when it is covered in creases. I like the fact that the jumpsuit has got pockets. I like the fact that it cinches you in around the waist. It's just really flattering, really easy to wear, and you feel dressy but you never feel overdressed. Personally, I love styling this with my hair just casually tucked into a low bun, some pearl earrings. So elegant and so timeless. Up next is another dress that has some very fond memories attached. I'm pretty sure that I was wearing this dress at the very first time I visited one of my favorite hotels in the whole world, which is the Azzaro Hotel in Ibiza. I was actually with my mum on this particular trip, and we were just really peckish, looking for somewhere to have some lunch after we'd spent the morning on the most amazing, just deserted beach. We were the only ones there. We followed these brown signs that had the crossed knife and fork that would hopefully lead us to a restaurant, and we ended up at Zara, which is, I feel like I actually don't want to talk about it because I don't want it to get too busy there. It's just the most spectacular place ever, and of course I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get an Instagram photo here. It was so beautiful, and I'm pretty sure this is what I was wearing in that first snap at Zara for our first wonderful lunch there. I have been back many a time since, and it is, yeah, just such a favourite place. So this dress brings back great memories from there. I'm pretty sure I also wore this in some spectacular lavender fields in Provence, wearing a cute little pom-pom hat. It is a very photogenic dress, but it's also very comfortable, really easy to wear. It's got a lot of elasticated areas, which is great. It has got these long straps, which to be honest, I usually just tuck them inside and pull them down, obviously, but you can wear them as little spaghetti straps if you feel more comfortable that way. The length is lovely, it is quite short, but in an elegant way, and then you've got this really nice kind of tiered detail on the sleeves, which is really unusual. This was probably the first dress that made me realise that Zimmermann dresses are worth the investment, because you can get so much wear out of them, and you literally feel so good when you wear their designs. Zooming back to current day, this is one of my newer pieces. This was an investment from Zimmermann last summer, and I just absolutely adore this dress. Looking at it in this setting now, it actually looks quite smart. It almost has a slightly more structured collar detail, but actually the silhouette is a fit and flare, fitted on the bodice and then flaring out on the skirt, which is my favourite silhouette type. It is so lovely and feminine and so flattering. The fact that this is long sleeves makes it very wearable for those slightly cooler British summer days. I like to wear this to meetings, I like to wear it out shopping, and it really is a dress that I grab when I know I want to be comfortable, I want to be weather appropriate. I'll often wear it with my Valentino sandals. And I just always feel fantastic in this dress. Colour-wise, a little bit different for me. Yes, it's still mostly white with florals, but the blue flowers were a little bit of a different choice for me. I could have gone for the pink floral version, but I thought it too similar to the dress that I was wearing at the very beginning of the video. This next outfit is one that I'm pretty sure I have featured in my last 3 Sunday fashion videos, so it's safe to say that I absolutely love it. This Zimmermann blouse, I love how it looks, but actually I'm always a little bit self-conscious in it because I'm not sure if it's too big or it just feels like it's moving around quite a lot, so I'm always feeling like I need to adjust it, which is not the best sign, but I just love how it looks. And the shorts are the latest addition to my shorts collection. I'll show you my other 2 pairs now. In this beautiful ambery warm colour. I very much purchased them for an upcoming summer holiday. I bought the shorts from FARFETCH, and my discount code for 10% off FARFETCH should still be live when this video goes live, so I'll leave that link down below. Zimmermann shorts, they have really improved the material over the years. They don't crease anywhere near as badly as they used to, and they are just so flattering. I still love and wear my very first pair of Zimmermann shorts, and their designs, in my opinion, just keep getting better and better. So it's actually only the shorts from this outfit that are from Zimmermann. While the top may have Zimmermann-esque elements to it, it is actually from Marjorelle from Revolve. That's one thing that I do actually look out for in more affordable pieces, because Zimmermann, I just adore the design details so much. I really do have a little bit of a magpie eye for any high street or slightly more affordable pieces that have those design details, and I always share them with you here on my channel and also on my Instagram stories. So as well as all the pieces from the brand, I do also have quite a lot of Zimmermann inspired pieces in my wardrobe. I get very excited when I see a scalloped hem or a little bit of looped trim on the top of a blouse. The next outfit that I'm going to share with you also has another Zimmermann dupe, but let's talk about the shorts. They are such a flattering pair of shorts. Again, the way that the Zimmermann shorts are cut to the body, the way that they cinch you in and give you the most elegant silhouette, I absolutely love. I think they're all a very flattering length as well. I adore a scallop detail. I must say, with this particular pair of shorts, you have to be quite good at tying a good bow, because the bow really is a central detail within these shorts. You can of course remove it, but personally I think with a little crop top and a very well-tied bow, it really is the most beautiful outfit. Up next is one of my favourite half Zimmermann outfits. So the shorts are Zimmermann and the blouse is another high street that kind of could almost pass as a Zimmermann piece. I think the shorts were the second ever item that I purchased from Zimmermann, and they have become my most iconic Zimmermann piece. They have inspired many of you to discover the brand. I absolutely adore them. They are back from the time when they used a slightly more crinkly fabric. So when I first wore these, which was to an amazing outing in Barcelona with my friends Amy and Freddie, I wore them all day. The girls just loved my outfit. I felt so good in it, so much so in fact that this outfit inspired Amy to buy the blouse and Freddie to buy the shorts, or maybe she bought a very similar pair. But I just felt so great wearing this then. But because we were in and out of taxis, sitting down for lunch and things like that, boy oh boy did they get creased. So I'm very pleased to report that the newer styles do not have this problem anywhere near as much, but it's worth the steaming because they do look truly fabulous. Again, they're so comfortable. I love the length. I love the little kind of scalloped trim detail that you can see at the top. Still to this day, one of my favourite pieces in my wardrobe, and I really love how they pair with this blouse, which is very sheer, so you have to be quite conscious of what bra you wear underneath, but they also look so lovely with a bikini top as well on holiday. Here we have another that I have been wearing so much lately. This is, I think, 2 or 3 years old from Net-a-Porter, and I just absolutely love it. It's another one that's perfect for British summer because it is that lightweight, really summery material, but it's long sleeve and maxi. So I feel really elegant when I wear this, and yeah, I've been wearing it a lot lately, whether it's for a day at the farmhouse. I wore it for a lovely day at Time a couple of weeks ago. I've worn it in quite a few reels lately. It's one, I think I purchased this just before they had a bit of a price increase, and I think maxi dresses now are very rarely under the £700 mark, but I still have no regrets with this dress because I feel absolutely fabulous when I wear it. I think it is so very timeless. I can imagine myself pottering around the garden in my 50s, 60s, 70s wearing this dress. I love how it looks with a basket bag. I love how it looks with slightly smarter designer bags. I wear it for my days in London for meetings. The one thing is, it is quite loose on the boob area where I am a little bit lacking in that area. So when I wore it to Time without a bra and I was like a little bit, not hunched, but there was more fabric available where I was sat down for lunch, I was really conscious that I was flashing everyone around me. So since then I have started wearing it with a little brassiere, and I have got a nice one with some little kind of white eyelet detail from Bluebella, and that is my favorite go-to combination. Of course, wearing a lovely necklace. Oh, it's just another absolutely beautiful favourite. Up next, another of the newest additions to my Zimmermann collection, very much purchased with an upcoming holiday in mind. This is a really striking piece. It has got the most amazing open back. I need to work on my tan lines, getting rid of those, and then a lovely halter neck. It's a little bit more unusual in its design. It's something about it reminds me of like a Chinese dragon, that kind of motif. And the colours are a little bit more warm, kind of Indian summers kind of vibe, and I just absolutely love it. It is very different to anything else that I have in my wardrobe. When you think about it, Zimmermann is a really versatile brand. They have some really ultra feminine florals. Oh my gosh, their new collection has 3D applique florals on it, and it is just an absolute dream. But then pieces like this are so completely different, and yet you can still tell that they're Zimmermann. How do they do it? It's absolutely magic. At this point, I'm realizing that my Zimmermann collection is pretty big, so I'm going to quickly show you 2 other new pieces. But I also have some miscellaneous bits. I recently treated myself to this little towel from Net-a-Porter. It's still got the tags on, again for my upcoming holiday. I explained in my video last week that we often like to go to slightly more down the dirt track kind of beaches where there may not be sun lounges, so it's nice to have something to relax on and dry myself off with, and I just love the antique-y pattern on the towel. And here we have another dress that I showed you just last week, I think, for the same aforementioned holiday. Another one which is completely different in design. We can see that their style is perhaps going a little bit more bohemian for autumn-winter 2022. Lots of beautiful embroidery, but that same, a few iconic design details that just ensures that we know it's Zimmermann, like this beautiful balloon detail on the sleeves with the elasticated detail that gives them that very unusual and eye-catching shape, and that fit and flare silhouette with a v-neck, which is a very iconic Zimmermann silhouette. This with the same shoes that I've been wearing throughout the video and a little basket bag. It's a really easy to style one for summer and one which I cannot wait to wear in Ibiza. Gosh, I thought we were nearly at the end, but I can count at least 5 other dresses in my wardrobe, so I'm going to try and whiz through the rest of these. This one is another fairly old one. I think I've probably had this for 4 or 5 years, another of my very early Zimmermann purchases, and it is the most beautiful white dress. I take this on nearly every single beach holiday. It is another one that's just so comfortable, so easy to style, very elegant with flat sandals as well, thanks to the length. A great one for moving around, dancing, and feeling nice and comfortable for the full evening. And it has got that iconic polka dot silk pleated georgette material, which is so synonymous with Zimmermann. This one here was a summer 2020 purchase. It was very much a hallelujah, we're out of lockdown and I want to look and feel fabulous. I was also very much feeling the antique-y, almost washed out fabric on this dress. You have got lots of different layers, lots of tiers, and then this beautiful trim on all the edging, such as on the bows on the sleeves and on the top here. I feel like this very much sums up my summer 2020 and 2020 in general, moving into a very old house and buying lots of antiques for the house, and this kind of feels like an antique for my wardrobe. I've only worn it once so far this summer, so I definitely need to get a little bit more wear out of it. Here we have another adorable little play suit, this time with a slightly smarter kind of shirt style collar and a button up front and also a zip at the back. I do really like this little belt that it comes with, gives it a little bit more of a beachy vibe, but you can definitely swap the belt in and out. I would maybe swap it for a leather belt if I was to wear it to... I'm getting quite Wimbledon vibes from this outfit, maybe it's the collar, but I'd probably swap the belt out for something like that. But the raffia belt, I feel, gives it more of a beachy vibe. I love the bottom of this, probably even more than I do the top. I love the way that it puffs out a little bit. You've got the nice little pockets, and then you do have that trim detail, a very tiny scallop trim detail down at the bottom, which just gives it a really beautiful finishing touch. Here we have got another oldie, and then after this there are just 2 more. I promise we're almost done. This one was very much an influencer made me buy it piece. I saw a photo on Instagram of Xenia Overdose, or Xenia Adonce, her name is, her real name as opposed to her Instagram name. I saw a picture of her wearing this and I just had to have it. She made it look so spectacular, and it's an investment piece that I have no regrets over. Like the previous white one that I showed you, I take this on so many summer holidays. I love the sheer fabric. The sleeves are like actual angel wing sleeves. It's a really different and unusual dress. Probably one of my most worn Zimmermann pieces. I think the polka dots are so fun. I keep saying dress, it is actually another play suit. It has got little shorts with this sweet little ruffle down at the bottom. And because it's so loose, it's another really lovely one for those very warm summer days going into a summer evening. The penultimate dress and another new addition for my 2021 wardrobe. I think this is part of the autumn-winter 21-22 collection. Now, I probably shouldn't wear a strapless bra with this because I feel like they need to be up here, not down here, because the bodice is quite an open expanse. I do also like wearing this. It comes with this rope belt, but I do also like wearing it with my little skinny Loewe belt. And again, it's great for those summer days when you do need a little bit more warmth, a little bit of something on your arms. I wore it last week when Charlie's family were over, and it was a great hit with Charlie's mum in particular. She loved it. It's a really elegant design. And something which I'll definitely wear for autumn events as well, for days into London. Midi length is just so elegant, so timeless, so I know that this is one that I'm going to be reaching for many years to come. And again, just beautiful design details. I mean, the fabric, the pattern at the bottom is so beautiful. And I just absolutely adore, in particular, this little scallop detail that you've got on the skirt. It's just such a beautiful feminine design, and this colour I feel like you can wear all year round. And here we have it, my final Zimmermann piece. I'm sure if I look more in my wardrobe, I will find more. I'm sure there's something I've forgotten. Perhaps if there's something that you know of, that you're thinking, Josie, we didn't get to see this, then let me know in the comment section down below. There must be something else hidden away in there. And I was also thinking while putting on all these outfits that there are at least 2 or 3 Zimmermann items that I have actually sold. I used to have the most beautiful knit jumper with a bow underneath the collar. I just didn't find myself wearing it enough, and I'd spent a lot of money on it, so I wanted to recoup some of that, so I sold that. And also a couple of really lovely silk georgette lightweight blouses that I had bought from the Outnet. Again, I just couldn't really find ways of making them work for my wardrobe, so I decided to move them on to a better home. But this is the final dress. It is very similar in style to the first one that I wore in the video. We've done a full circle here. I bought this one because I remembered how much I love wearing the Carnaby, that very first one, and this is another really easy to wear one for summer events. In fact, I'm going to keep this one on for the rest of the day. I'm heading to Dalesford later to meet with some friends, so it's absolutely perfect for that. So we've got the lovely bow on the shoulder, we've got this beautiful almost watercolour pastel floral pattern, and it's just a really comfortable, easy to wear, classic timeless dress for summer. So darlings, I'm going to wrap it up here. Probably a much longer video than you were expecting, and definitely took a lot longer to film than I was expecting. May have spent all day doing this and my back is actually starting to hurt from standing up in heels for so long. But darlings, I hope you enjoyed it. If you got to the end, please leave the word mate, as in g'day mate, from an Australian brand. I start to go a bit crazy when I get tired. Darlings, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Leave the word mate in your comment if you got to the end. Subscribe if you're new, thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye. Thank you.